Hello, very good morning to you and welcome to the brief on Newsfirst. I'm Shine Jurangpati. Let's now take a look at the stories trending today. Well, huge crowds gathered at the Vatican City to see a historic ceremony where two popes, John Paul II and John XXIII, were declared as saints. Now, Mass celebrated by Pope Francis and his predecessor Benedict was watched by roughly 1 million pilgrims and a vast TV and radio audience.
Nearly 100 foreign delegations are attending, including royal dignitaries and heads of state and government. It is the first time two popes have been canonized at the same time. Pilgrims poured into Rome and special bus, train and boat services ferried many more into the city early this morning for the 2-hour ceremony, which started at 10 a.m. local time or 8 o'clock GMT. Some had bagged places to sleep overnight as close as possible to St. Peter's Square, hoping to be among the first in when it opened to the public.
President Mahinda Rajapaksa says that a divided Commonwealth will not serve its founding principles. The President made this statement on Saturday at the Commonwealth Day celebrations held in Colombo.
The Commonwealth is a voluntary association of sovereign states. Therefore, despite its diversity, all member states, big or small, affluent or not, at different levels of development, irrespective of economic might and financial contributions to the organization, are equal partners and cherish shared values. This equality of status is at the very core of the Commonwealth and must be preserved. It is therefore necessary for the organization to address the concerns of the wider membership on a level playing field. A divided Commonwealth will not serve its founding principles.
South Korean Prime Minister Chung Hong-won announced his resignation yesterday over the government's poor response over the April 16th ferry disaster. Now, the Sewol ferry sank on a routine trip from the port of Incheon to the traditional holiday island of Jeju.
내각을 총괄하는 총리인 제가
The right thing for me to do is to take responsibility and resign as a person who is in charge of the cabinet. I thought it is a way of apology. On behalf of the government, I apologize for the many problems from the prevention of the accident to the early handling of the disaster.
국민 여러분께 사과드립니다.
Divers are still trying to recover bodies from the ill-fated vessel. Any hope of finding survivors is long gone as bad weather continues to hamper the search operation. Grieving parents blame the government for the slow pace of the recovery and the frequent changes in information provided by the government.
Well, for all you football fanatics, Chelsea dented Liverpool's dream of a first title in 24 years and kept their own Premier League hopes alive with a 2-0 victory at Anfield last evening.
The Blues led on the stroke of half-time when Reds captain Steven Gerrard slipped, allowing Demba Ba to finish. Joe Allen and Luis Suarez forced saves after the break before substitute Willian scored in injury time after Fernando Torres unselfishly squared.
Let's now take a quick look at the foreign exchange rates issued by the Central Bank of Sri Lanka. Well, that's a wrap of this edition of The Brief. Now, don't forget to leave us a like or a comment, or at the very least, subscribe. For the Newsfirst team, I'm Shine Jurangpati, and always remember, it's good to stay briefed.